What would happen if you hit almost a dozen different types of fruit with your golf driver? It's a question that I don't think anybody's really answered up to this point, because who the heck wants to risk wrecking their clubs? But I'm in a unique scenario where I've only golfed for about a week and a half now, and my driver's only worth about 30 to 40 bucks, and I'm willing to take the risk. So let me show you what happened.
All right, so we're currently in the spot that we're gonna be hitting golf balls here today. We're currently in the spot that we're going to be hitting fruit today, but I have a golf ball down right now. Just want to warm my swing up a little bit. As you guys know, I'm not a very good golfer. Got to make sure that I can actually connect with the fruits before I, hit them. Wasn't too bad. We'll take a couple more practice swings. So my bag of clubs that I bought a week and a half ago, they came with a few balls. So I got a Titleist ball right here. Apparently these things are supposed to be pretty good. Not sure how or why. Also, I'm extremely sweaty. Definitely need to up the golf strip. I am starting to notice that that's a big thing in this sport. Please leave suggestions in the comments. More than anything, I think I need that. I'll get better at golf, but I need to make sure I'm wearing the right things. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. Pretty straight, about 100 yards. It's only a 6-iron, so nothing special, but I do think it is time. Shoot, I forgot the strawberries. Guys, we've ran into a bit of a problem. So I ended up forgetting the strawberries at home, which is probably a good thing, because if anything wasn't going to be able to go in that smoothie, it was going to be the strawberries, because the strawberries probably would have actually exploded. So we are going to start with the mandarin oranges, aka cuties, aka clementines, whatever you call them. I honestly might need another tea for this. Let me see if this is going to work. Oh, hang on now. We got it. All right, so this is why I have 2 of each of these. I have no idea if I'm going to hit this well or not. Here goes nothing. You gotta be kidding me. The very first one completely exploded. I don't know if there's even much of a world where it's not gonna explode. So one problem I noticed with the mandarin oranges is they were already starting to go kind of mushy and bad. Hopefully we won't have that exploding problem again, because we're now onto the lime and this thing feels a lot more firm, which is also bad, by the way, because that means I'll have to put this in my smoothie if it's fine. One thing I'm also noticing is this is really hard to put on the tee, like these fruits. I might have to get a second or third tee out for some of these. You know what? That stayed semi-intact. I mean, it's not the best, but I can still squeeze some lime juice out of that. So this is, in fact, going in the smoothie. So I also just got like a little bag that I'm gonna put this in. Anything that I will end up putting in the smoothie will go in here. Just gonna make sure to grab it up before any ants start crawling on it. All right, so it's time for the kiwi. If you notice I have orange all over my face, well, let's just say I accidentally went out of order. More on that to come, but for now, we're hitting a kiwi. Oh, we got it to balance. All right, here we go. Literally a whole lot of nowhere, just like everything else. We'll get it all picked up. Yeah, I don't think kiwi's going in this thing, to be honest with you. All right, so now we got the mango. Getting a little worried that almost all of these are gonna explode, or like pretty much entirely explode like that lime just did. But I guess we'll never know until we try, right? This one might actually balance pretty well, or so I hope. Oh, here we go, look at that. I topped the hell out of that one. However, you know what? I'll clean this off. We're gonna put this one in too. Because I hit that one so bad, I'm gonna try another one. I really gotta start getting under these a little bit more. So right now it's just kind of an explosion festival. All right, here's attempt number 2. Yeah, there's no recovering that one. All right, you know what? I think the lemon could survive just like the lime. It feels thicker than the lime was. So we'll give it a shot right here. Believe it or not, I'm actually using 3 teas for this lemon now. I couldn't get it to balance on one. So here we go. This right here is where the farthest fragment went. Smells like a little kid's lemonade stand out here. But now we're moving on to the apple, and I think I was overestimating how much the fruits before this could actually do, but this apple feels pretty firm, so I think this one might actually take a decent amount, and I definitely think we're gonna have some apple in the smoothie. So we got quite a bit of topping evidence right here. I hit nothing but the top of the apple. So this is why we bought 2. Definitely gonna put this in the smoothie though, because there's plenty of good stuff here. So here's our second apple right here. Yeah, I don't think anything's surviving this, honestly. You know, I'm kind of glad I topped that first one, because now we actually have some apple in the smoothie. Now, like I said, biggest orange I've like ever seen in my life. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm thinking it's gonna have the same outcome as the clementine. I just got sprayed in the face with orange juice, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't know what we're thinking with this one here. Quite a mess. We got orange everywhere. I'm wet because I got orange on me. But, you know, I think we'll put it in the bag and I'll squeeze out what I can. All right. I know this is 30 to 40 bucks only, this club right here, but it's the only driver I've got. So I think I'm gonna ease into this one, take it easy, just see what it does with like a half swing, maybe even quarter swing, a putt, but we'll see what happens. Kind of worried this is gonna hurt me too. Went a whole lot of nowhere. Yeah, I don't want to ruin this driver, but I guess we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go full power on this one now. Hey, that is one way to open a watermelon. Tag a friend if this looks like your buddy's putt distance. We got the tees right there. That's how far it went. Take a look at that. That's the full power swing. It went an entire 8 inches. Nice. All right, everybody, here we have our smoothie options, or I guess a better word would probably end up being obligations. So I have to put all this stuff in my smoothie. A lot of this stuff looks like it didn't stay intact, but that's only because when I got up to my apartment, the watermelon was on top of all of it, literally smashing everything. So there's kiwi somewhere mixed in. Yeah, you can see some right down there, right in front of us. Whatever I can scrape off of that, and then there's some on, was a piece of lemon? Yeah. So I got some digging to do with the spoon, just to get some of this stuff out there and into here. And then obviously the watermelon. If I died to some parasitic bug that got ground up in a blender, I think it was my time anyways. It's kind of just natural selection at a certain point. Honestly, this is a better look of everything we've got in here. So we've got all the goodies up here. All right, so I think just to liquefy it a little more, I'm gonna add a little bit more water. I think this beautiful concoction is about ready to go. Shall we count it down? 3, 2, 1. I can see like the kiwi particles, all the like little black seeds. Oh man, it's done. Oh, we got like it's like a fruit juice consistency. Into the glass it goes. We're gonna stop it right there. But the rule is I have to drink all of it. We put together a lot of strange flavors in this thing. Man, I don't want to drink this thing. Because I know this stuff has been on the ground. Not that that's a problem, but all right. Cheers, folks. That's just a weird combo of flavors, man. I mean, it's not bad. It's not terrible, if we're being honest, but the first thing I taste is the kiwi, interestingly enough. The first thing I smell is also the kiwi, which is surprising because watermelon was the majority as far as volume goes. You know, what's strange is I actually taste the lemon and lime quite a bit, but it's not a terrible touch. Oh. All right. Oh my gosh. Got the rest of it going in. About half full, more liquid than anything. So we should be able to get this down. All right. Cheers, part 2. See how much we got. Yep. Thankfully, I haven't tasted any bugs so far. Oh my gosh, but honestly, if there were bugs in it, I probably wouldn't have noticed. All right, we're done. Look at that. Got some kiwi seeds in there. Oh, I feel pretty refreshed though, honestly. So subscribe for more. Stay tuned.